Mercury is not your thoughts. Mercury is the process that turns experience into meaning. Every moment passes through this layer. You see, hear, or feel something, and almost instantly your mind explains it. That explanation feels true, but it is only a translation. Imagine two people receive the same message. We need to talk. One thinks, I'm in trouble. Anxiety rises. Their body tightens. They replay mistakes. The other thinks, this could be important. They feel curious, open. Same message, different reality. Nothing changed outside, only interpretation. That is Mercury. It sits between what happens and how you react. Quietly, constantly, it assigns meaning. In daily life, this is nearly invisible. Someone doesn't reply. Mercury says, they're ignoring me. You see someone succeed. Mercury says, I'm behind. You make a mistake. Mercury says, I always do this. These are not facts. They are fast conclusions. Over time, they repeat. Then they feel like truth. Think of Mercury like a lens. The world is the scene. The lens shapes how it appears. A scratched lens distorts. A tinted lens colors everything. A warped lens bends what is straight. Most people never question the lens. They assume what they see is exactly what is there. But once you see Mercury, a new question appears. Did this happen? Or did I interpret it this way? That question creates space. Consider a simple moment. Your manager walks past you without speaking. Instantly, they're upset with me. Your mood drops. Your behavior shifts. Later, you learn they were distracted and didn't notice you. The feeling was real. The cause was not. Mercury filled the gap. Another example. You tell a joke. Someone doesn't laugh. The mind says, that was awkward. They didn't like it. I shouldn't have said that. But there are many explanations. They didn't hear. They were thinking. Their humor is different. Mercury picks one story and presents it as fact. This is the core issue. Mercury confuses the map with the territory. It does not say, this is a guess. It says, this is what happened. In ascent, you do not remove Mercury, you refine it. An unrefined mind is reactive. It jumps to conclusions. It repeats patterns. It fills silence with assumption. A refined mind is precise. It waits. It allows multiple meanings. It separates observation from conclusion. Notice the shift. They ignored me becomes, they didn't respond. This is bad becomes, I don't yet know. I always fail becomes, this attempt failed. Same event, different clarity. Nothing external changes, but your response becomes grounded, not reactive. Mercury becomes a tool instead of a distortion. The work here is simple. See that meaning is made. And once you see that, you are no longer fully controlled by it. Mercury is the point where experience becomes interpretation, not yet emotion, not yet desire, but the moment raw perception is turned into meaning. This is where reality is first translated. A sound is heard, a face is seen, a message appears, and instantly, the mind begins to explain it. Not slowly, not deliberately, but automatically. This explanation feels like truth, but it is actually a construction happening in real time. Mercury is this construction process. Consider a simple moment. Someone does not reply to a message. The event is neutral. Nothing has been defined yet, but immediately the mind begins to fill the gap. They are ignoring me. They are busy. They are upset. They forgot. Multiple possible meanings appear instantly, but only one is usually selected. That selection becomes your experience of reality, not what happened, but what it meant. Now notice this in your own awareness, not to change it, but to see it happening. A thought appears, and another follows it immediately to explain it. A sensation arises, and a label forms around it. A memory surfaces, and a story begins. This is Mercury operating beneath awareness. It does not announce itself. It simply turns experience into certainty. Now observe something more subtle. Between perception and conclusion, there is a gap. Very small, almost unnoticeable, but it exists. In that gap, interpretation has not yet solidified. This is the opening. The place where meaning is still fluid, where multiple interpretations can exist at once. But usually, the mind closes it quickly. One meaning is chosen, the rest disappear. Now simply watch this process. Do not interfere, do not correct. Only notice how quickly experience becomes explanation. A sound becomes a cause. A look becomes a judgment. A delay becomes a story. And once the story forms, perception follows it, not the other way around. This is why Mercury is powerful. It does not show reality directly. It shapes how reality is seen. And once you see this clearly, something subtle changes. You begin to recognize interpretation as interpretation, not truth, not fact, construction. Stay here for a moment, not analyzing the mind, but witnessing its movement. Mercury is not the enemy of truth. It is the mechanism through which truth is filtered. And now, you are beginning to see the filter itself. Now we move from understanding into direct experience. Not analysis, not explanation, but observation of the mind as it happens. Bring attention to the activity of thinking. Not the content of thoughts, but the fact that thinking is occurring at all. A thought appears, then another, then another. They do not arrive in order, they arise on their own. Notice this carefully. You are not choosing them, you are seeing them. Now, shift attention slightly deeper. Not to follow the thoughts, but to notice the space between them. A thought appears and disappears. Then, for a brief moment, nothing. Then another thought arises. That gap is important. It is not empty in the usual sense. It is simply unoccupied by interpretation. Now observe how quickly the mind fills that space. A thought ends, and immediately another begins. Rarely is there silence. Rarely is there unstructured awareness. Now do not try to stop anything. Simply notice the movement. Thought arises. Thought dissolves. Thought replaces it. You may notice a tendency to attach to certain thoughts, to follow them, to continue them, to build meaning from them. Do not follow, just observe. Now bring awareness to something more subtle. Each thought feels like you thinking. But if you look closely, it arrives before intention. It is experienced, not created. Now rest attention on the background of awareness itself, not what appears in it, but the fact that you are aware of it at all. Thoughts continue, sounds may be present, sensations may arise, but awareness remains unchanged. Now notice, thought says something is happening. Awareness simply knows it is happening. They are not the same. If you become caught in a thought, do not resist. Simply notice that you have been pulled in. Then gently return to observation. No force, no correction. Just return. Now rest in this simple recognition. Thoughts are occurring, and they are being seen. You are not the thought. You are not the story. You are the space in which thought appears. Stay here for a few moments longer, not trying to reach silence, but recognizing that silence is already present between movements of mind. When you are ready, allow this awareness to remain as you return. Mercury does not end thinking. It reveals that thinking is not you.